faith, that's one thing I pray to the Lord on the daily. Yeah. I thank the Lord that He saved me. My life, I think I found again. So real, I can't pretend. So glad He called me. Yeah. Pray to the Lord on the daily. Yeah. I thank the Lord that He saved me. My life, I think I found again. So real, I can't pretend. So glad He called me. Sometimes I feel like I know where to go. Yeah. Like I'm the only one riding down this road. The devil trying to take my soul, but I won't let it go. I'm cleaving to you, Lord. I know my place, I know my road. Yeah, it's a battle every day till we make it to the end. Can't say what I'ma do, but I pray that I make it in. I'ma give it all I got. I know this my only shot. I can't fall if I stand on my road.
Bring that fire
I know I'm built for this. I take this word serious. I tried to warn them, tried to tell them they weren't hearing me. Cause jumping days on the way, but they ain't fearing that. Them chariots flying in the sky, now they get curious. Pray to the Lord on the daily. I thank the Lord that He saved me. My life, I think I found again. So real, I can't pretend. So glad He called me. Yeah. Pray to the Lord on the daily. I thank the Lord that He saved me. My life, I think I found again. So real, I can't pretend. So glad He called me.
Mr. Israel, bring that fire out.
The words we're saying have a double meaning. So anytime you hear anything about traveling shoes or chariots or wheels, somebody's getting ready to run.
Old man done away with his wicked deeds. Traded my Cadillac for a cherry.
That old man gon' put behind them wicked ways gon' bury.
Traded my Cadillac for a cherry.
Renewed in my mind, ain't wasting time. Eternal life gon' cherish.
Traded my Cadillac for a cherry.
From the slums to Zion, headed back in the chair.
Traded my Cadillac for a cherry.
The lust of the world, I'm letting go. Eternal life, you know. Trading that Cadillac for a righteous pair of walking shoes I can walk in. Putting off these worldly trends and dropping all my wicked friends. Kings roll with kings and righteous foundation. I'm building law, gonna establish order, and there's something that we missing. Gotta drop them worldly ways. Gotta put off all that hate. Selling dope to your family.
All right. Test. We in it for daily bread. Let's go ahead and get it going. Louis Wheeler can hear us out there. Gonna get ready to send up prayers. We are in it for daily bread. See, I told the brothers how to picture at them, but they on it. For those who live, let's get ready to send up prayers for daily bread. We are back at it. Okay. Test, test. We still need a second? All right. Yeah, put the music back.
Superior gold, the best option. Call me old fear. Got rid of my Cadillac, pushing forward, no fear. My Cadillac for a cherry.
That old man gon' put behind them wicked ways gon' bury.
Trading my Cadillac for a cherry.
Renewed in my mind, ain't wasting time. Eternal life gon' cherish.
Trading my Cadillac for a cherry.
From the slums to Zion, headed back in the chair.
Trading my Cadillac for a cherry.
The lust of the world, I'm letting go. Eternal life, you know.
Trading my Cadillac for a chariot. 2 Timothy 2:15. All night in the book I cherish it. Psalms 19:7. Don't convert, don't be scared of it. Keep.
Time goes by, and it makes me think about you in a different light. And it makes me regret things I said in our last fight. I won't make that mistake twice. If you come back in my life, if you come back in my life, yeah. Time goes by, and it makes me think about you in a different light.
Test, test. We ready? All right, let's send up prayers. Let's face Jerusalem, send up prayers. Sisters, make sure your head covered. Anyone that's around, maybe some little babies, make sure their heads, young daughters of Sarah, heads covered. Brothers, make sure your head is uncovered. All right, so let's go ahead and send up these prayers and get it going. Our Father, who art in heaven, thy kingdom, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever in thy Son's name. Watch over and protect us this day, Father. Have mercy upon the souls of the righteous. Give us this day our spiritual bread as well as our physical bread. Allow us to be mindful not to hold on to any grudges, any anger, any bitterness towards our neighbor, towards our spouses, Father. Continue to allow us to grow in your grace as we bethink ourselves in the land of our captives. Have mercy upon us and keep us in applying thy laws, Father. In Christ's name we pray. We glorify thee, Lord. Amen. All right. Are we good to go? All praises to the Most High. All right, y'all out there. All praises to the Most High. We finally got it going. All right. I was a little nervous at first, but they came through for us. All right. So I am Officer Lavi, back for another daily bread. Lord's will, everyone out there is getting ready for your day, whether you at work, whether you're traveling to work, whatever it is, for the young kids going to school, whatever it is, we got to get this daily bread in. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. I got a lot to go over. The class title is going to be called Emotions Kill. All right, yes, emotions kill. Anger, bitterness, and insecurities. A lot of us deal with emotions. A lot of us try to suppress our emotions. A lot of us may not think we have emotions, or I'm just so strong I don't deal with nothing. Okay, well, we're going to get into it today. All right, so this is daily bread. We need our spiritual bread as well as our physical bread. So let's open up with Matthew 4:4.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 4.
All right, Lord's will, everything is good with the mics. They can hear us well out there, so let's go ahead and jump into it.
But he answered and said, it is written, man should not live by bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Read it again.
But he answered and said,
this is Christ replying back to Satan. We all going to get tempted. We all going to have that fight in our mind. I'm just opening up with these few scripts. Go ahead.
It is written, man should not live by bread alone.
Not physical bread alone. Come on.
But by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
This spiritual bread that we need. All right. Joshua 1:8 say, I meditate day and night. All right. We got to pray 3 times a day. All right. We need to study, pray, apply constantly. All right. Because we can do good, be strong, but that one slip up, damn, we mess up. We feeling guilty. We feeling ashamed. All right. We let that little temptation of sin, creep in. All right, so let's make sure we stand focused, myself included. Stand focused day in, day out, steadily pushing. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the title. All right, emotions kill. All right, go ahead and get your breakfast food, your healthy snacks. All right, we pushing health in Israel. We trying to get brothers to lose some weight. We getting healthy. So whatever it is you got to do to get your soul settled to receive this class. All right. Genesis 20, we're going to start there. Emotions kill. Anger, bitterness, and insecurities. Believe it or not, brothers deal with insecurities. Brothers ain't secure about themselves. Brothers get in relationships. Brothers be getting married. Brothers be thinking about talking to a sister, and they like, well, what if this happened? What if that happened? Or even sisters have insecurities. But I'm going to touch on this in Genesis 20, all right, because emotions, like they got the sound bite, emotional damage. Listen, folks emotionally damaged. We emotionally damaged. So we're going to see what the word of God has to say about these things. Let's start with Genesis 20 and verse 1. Let's get into it.
The book of Genesis, chapter 20, verse 1.
We can't be no man of God worried about, okay, what if this happened? What if my wife cheat on me? What the hell with her? Let the hoe go. What if I end up proving the sister and it don't work out? Well, it wasn't meant to work out. Let it go. Sister the same way. Well, what if this happened? I was proving this brother, and then it don't work out. Now she in the congregation mad. He in the congregation upset because things didn't go as planned. Whatever the case may be. All right, go ahead and do that. I hope everything good, IT. I see something popped up. We good? All right, go ahead. Genesis 21.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar.
Uh-huh.
And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah.
So we finna get an example of how Abraham had to deal with a certain situation with his wife in the presence of another man, a king, not just another man, a king. He had to be, about something, royal apparel, smelling good. I don't think the king was bummy. So let's see how he handled this situation. Go ahead.
Read verse 2 again.
Yes, verse 2 on, and then you can jump into 3.
Yes. Verse 2. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah.
So he came and took the sister.
But God came to Abimelech
and like the sister say, well, we daughters of Sarah. Well, let's see how your foremother rode in the presence of another man when she knowing she's a married woman. Come on.
But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, behold, thou art but a dead man.
So the Lord came unto Abimelech. Why? Because she belonged to Abraham. Come on.
For the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. But Abimelech had not come near her. And he said, Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Said he not unto me, she is my sister. And she herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. And God said unto him in a dream, yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart.
Come on.
For I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
Read that part again.
For I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
Let's see what happened. So the Lord came unto Abimelech in a dream, right? Right? So he held back him from sinning against, because he's the king. He could have just had his way with her if he wanted to. And I'm pretty sure Sarah was carrying herself respectable. She said, well, because Abraham thought, well, if they know you my wife, they may, take you and just kill me. That's what he was thinking. So he said, well, say you my sister, which we know that was his half-sister, so they wasn't lying. But he was saying, like, hey, they may kill me for you. I don't know how this nation rolled. But we see where Abimelech said, hold up, in the integrity of my heart, I did this. Now, Abraham had to be thinking to himself, well, I hope she's staying in the spirit. If anything happened, I can't. He had to trust that his wife would roll as a woman should roll. He couldn't think in his mind that, well, what if she over there throwing it? What if she over there twerking? What if she over there acting out? What if she over there, liking the king? He had to get past whatever thought tried to hit his mind on that situation. Give me that in Proverbs 31. You know what I want? You already ahead of me. All praises. He had to have in his mind this thought right here. Now, brothers, if you know your wife, well, she may be, I don't know. You second guessing about it, well, the action's going to speak forth. And whatever happens, if she do that, you got to let her go. But we can't be insecure about that situation. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10.
Come on.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman? Abraham had Sarah. She was a virtuous woman, right? How she conducted herself. Go ahead.
For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her.
All right, let's go back. He had to safely trust that she going to roll as a righteous woman. Whatever happens, God will intervene. Read verse 6 again. And we're going to see that God did intervene. Why? Because when you a righteous man, when we roll righteous, the Lord going to make way for us. The Lord going to make things happen to work in our favor. Remember what the scriptures say. Give me James 2:23 real quick about Abraham. Now, if you're just a wicked nigga, come on, that's another thing. You wicked, you wicked, you doing wickedness. You a wicked Negro, and you expect everything to go well. It don't work like that. But let's remember what God said about Abraham. Read that.
The book of James, chapter 2, verse 23.
Come on.
And the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believed God, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness.
Abraham believed God. We back right now reading about an account of our forefather Abraham and his wife Sarah. Read.
And he was called the friend of God.
What was Abraham called?
The friend of God.
So Abraham is a friend of God. Go back to Genesis. Abraham was called a friend of God. You think, okay, God my friend, right? And my wife in the situation. You think God gonna let something happen to my wife? No, God my friend. I got the ultimate power. He ain't even let nothing go down. Read that.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 6. And God said unto him in a dream, yea.
Said unto Abimelech in a dream.
Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart.
I know you did this thinking that she was single, but she's not single. Read.
For I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
I held you back from sinning against me. Why? Because you messing with my friend's wife. Abraham, my friend. No, I'm going to hold that back. You did. That's a righteous thing I got going on. I'm going to start something with them. You not finna. No, that's not finna happen. You not finna defile her. She rolling as a righteous woman. I'm not even finna let you just try to overtake her. Abraham had to have in his mind that, you know what? Whatever happens is going to be of God. I can't be worried about nothing. I can't be worried about my wife. I trust my wife. She's a righteous woman. No insecurities. A righteous man, a man of God, don't roll with insecurities. He's sure about himself. He's sure about our God. He's sure about the Lord. Read, finish it out.
Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her. Now therefore restore the man his wife.
Restore the man his wife.
For he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee.
I'm going to have him pray for you. Go ahead.
And thou shalt live, and if thou restore her not.
And if you don't give her back to him.
Know thou that thou shalt surely die.
I'm going to kill you. You're going to die. Let's get the commentary real fast. We jumping right into it this morning. Daily bread. I hope you're ready for it. I hope you got your coffee, your tea, your toast, whatever. Now we're going to get the word of God. We're going to touch on some things. Emotions, insecurities, anger, and bitterness. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. The commentary. So I looked up a little commentary on Genesis 20, right? Because some folks may say, well, Abimelech was of another nation. Why is God dealing with him? How did the Lord, come to him in a dream? Let's get some understanding on it. There were many accounts to where the Lord dealt with other nations as far as deviating them from hurting us or dealing with them in our favor. We're going to pull it up and see. Pull it up so the people can see. Genesis 20 and 6, what we just read.
Yes.
Read the verse and read on down.
Yes. Genesis chapter 20, verse 6. And God said unto him in a dream, yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
Come on down there. Come on down so they can get the commentary.
Genesis.
This is Benson's commentary. If you're doing a little studying, you look into what the passage is saying, see what other scholars saying about it, and we going to fact check it. The Israelites, we are the scholars of this Bible. We going to fact check it. So This is what it said. Come on with it.
For Genesis 20:6, I will hail thee. It is God that restrains men from doing the ill they will do. It is not for him that there is sin.
So it is not from him, God. It is not from him that there is sin, because God don't have pleasure in sin and wickedness. But read.
But it is from him that there is no more sin.
But it is from him, God, that there is not more sin. Take your time, reader. But it is from him that there is not more sin. So keep reading.
Either by his influence on men's minds.
So God, he in Benson's commentary, he said, either is by his influence on men's minds,
checking their inclination to sin,
checking their inclination to sin,
or by his providence, taking away the opportunity of community.
Or he makes situations to where he take away the opportunity of committing sin. You ever been in a situation in the Lord, okay, that, this could happen, but you know what? The opportunity never arose. So you know what? Let me check my spirit. Let me check my thoughts. The Lord take away opportunities of sin. He got his angels down here working. All right, read now. Hold on. Pull it back up for the folks. Abraham is a friend of God. Read it where it says, I'm going to read it. It is not from him, put the cursor on if y'all can follow along. It is not from him that there is sin, but it is from him that there is not more sin, either by his influence on men's minds. Stop right there. His influence on men's minds. God influenced the minds of men. Daniel 4:17. Yeah, so that is right, what Benson said. Either it's by his influence on men's minds. The Lord was working right there. Hold up. He's had his angels come down. Have the angel restrain Abimelech from even dealing wrongfully any type of way to defile Sarah. That's Abraham, my friend. That's his wife. He believes in me. He's secure in me. Nah, they ain't finna go down. Read that.
The book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17.
Come on.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know.
The living may know.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
He have the influence over men's minds. What it say?
Ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
He set up whomsoever he will. Like for today's time, we got the presidents, we got the vice presidents, we got different magistrates in different parts of the world, China, Russia, Japan. The Lord setting everybody up. Go ahead.
And set up over it the basis of men.
And when it's somebody that's a base man, like, dang, how the hell he become president? The Lord set him up. Proverbs 21:1. The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. Abraham was secure in that. To hell with it. My wife cheated on me. To hell with it. She got to go. To hell with it. It is what it is. She ain't believe no damn way. But if she a righteous woman, I ain't worried about nothing. The Lord will intervene. We just seen an example of that. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
That's it. That is it. All right, let's go back. Let's move on from that. I know I ain't got a lot of time, and we're going to keep it rolling. All right, Genesis 20 again. Start at verse 7.
Yes. Genesis chapter 20, verse 7. Now, therefore, restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and told all these things in their ears. And the men were so afraid. Then Abimelech.
So he went and told everybody what had happened, right? I had this dream. Listen, this brother, this is prophet. This is a man of God. God have came to me and showed me that. All right. Let's pull a commentary back up. I wanted to make a point out of that. Dang, I'm gonna have to send you the link because it said in the commentary a very specific thing I wanted to pull up about that. I got to get it for the people. I got to get it. Go ahead and eat your breakfast food this morning. Or you having an intermediate fast. Go ahead and do that thing. But I got to get this piece right here. I got to get it. Because it's pull the commentary back up and come down to the bottom. Come down to the bottom. All right. Dang, that ain't it. All right. Matter of fact, I can't get it. In the commentary, it was saying that the Lord deal with people in a dream for our sakes. So, meaning the Israelites' sake. Meaning not saying other nations going to be saved, but just because an Israelite is in that midst, like you on your job, and your boss doing you wrong. The Lord will, if you doing right, if you righteous, give me that in Proverbs 16:7. I think that's what I want. If you doing right and you righteous, the Lord will intervene for you. I think it's what I'm talking about. Make your enemies.
Yes.
That's it. I ain't been there in a while. Go ahead.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 7.
Come on.
When a man's ways please the Lord.
When our ways please the Lord, we walking right with God. Abraham was a friend of God. Can we say we friends of God? I want to be a friend of God. Go ahead.
He maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
When you say on your job and you doing right, you keeping the Sabbath, you're working on your anger, you're working on your bitterness, you ain't holding no grudges, and for some reason your boss is giving you hell of another nation. They could be Amalek. They could be Amalek is Esau, Edomite devil. Your boss, you know you love him. You gotta go work every Monday morning for your Edomite boss. Good old white man, white power. I gotta show up for him, y'all. I gotta pay them bills. That's how you be. Anyway, I digress. If you doing right by the Lord and your boss or whatever, somebody at work, co-worker doing you wrong, the Lord will intervene for us, just like he did in the situation with Abraham and Abimelech. All right, go back to Genesis. Genesis 20 and verse, start at 17, so I want to get to the point.
Yes. Genesis chapter 20, verse 17. So Abraham prayed unto God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children.
So when you read the story, his servants, Abimelech's servants, his wife, they became barren. Nobody in Abimelech's house was able to bear children. So how long he had to, have Sarah around for him to notice, hey, as long as this woman named Sarah in my house, my servant they not having babies. She had a baby last year. I know this other servant supposed to have a baby. Why they ain't having babies? Everybody's barren in my house. How long she had to be around for him to realize, oh, damn, ain't nobody in my house had a child in 9 months. So she wasn't there for no 1 day, 2 days. She wasn't there for no 3 days, 4 days. It's like, well, damn, how long was she there? Abraham had to have that in his mind. Well, you know what? My wife, she's in the king's palace. I told her to say she's my sister. He had to be sure that the Lord would provide and make way for them. That's all the point I want to bring out on that. Finish up verse 17 and 18.
Yes. Verse 17. So Abraham prayed unto God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children.
So once Sarah was back with Abraham, they began to bear children. Sarah left the house. Now everybody having babies. What the hell is this? Go ahead.
For the Lord had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife.
There it is right there. As long as Sarah was there, that's Abraham's wife. Ain't nobody having babies in there. I came to you in a dream and told you, don't touch her. The Lord is bad. When we trust in the Lord, he got our back. All right, so let's move on. Abraham had to be secure in who he was. He had to be sure, no insecurities in Abraham. All right, now let's move on to jealousy. Numbers 5 and 11. Jealousy. Emotions kill. You know how folks they get mad, get sad, get angry. Emotions kill. All right, I got to jump right into it. I hope Lord's will, y'all getting something out of this. We can keep on rolling. Let's start with jealousy. Matter of fact, I want y'all to pull up a definition of jealousy while we're reading. All right, this is the law of jealousy. Start with Numbers 5 and 11. We're going to read on down.
The book of Numbers, chapter 5, verse 11. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, If any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally.
So the sister end up cheating. She ended up committing adultery. Just a nasty skank hoe. Sneaky lean. Yeah, back in Numbers 5. Come on with it.
And a man.
Numbers way, thousands of years ago. She's still hoeing hard. Damn. Read on.
And a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband.
It be hid from his eyes, meaning he didn't know about it. She hid that thing. You know, it's hard to catch a woman cheating. A woman to give you the password to a phone. Yeah, here go the password. It's 23544. 23544. You can have it. Oh, it's whatever name she put in there. You can have a password, but she got everything in there hid. It's under incognito. It's under some type of code name. Pizza Hut. Yeah, Pizza Hut. All right. She getting delivered some meat lovers. Anyway, nasty. Read it again.
And a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband.
It be hid from his eyes, meaning she hide it.
And be kept close.
Be kept close. Meaning she watching this thing. Like, you know, it's kept close. She ain't letting it get out. Go ahead.
And she be defiled, and there be no witness against her.
Don't nobody know about it.
Neither she be taken with the matter.
She not taken with the matter. It comes up, but there's no witnesses. There's no plausible cause that anybody can say, hey, we got evidence. We know this brother said it. That sister said it. You know, ain't nothing against her. But she know she done it. The man she's sleeping with know, yeah, I'm knocking that down. It's just between them two and the Lord. Go ahead.
And the spirit of jealousy come upon him.
Come upon the husband. The spirit of jealousy come upon him because he seemed like, you know, he just knows something different. Like when a woman cheating, she got a different spirit that was in her, another man, she going to start disrespecting her husband. She going to start saying, you know, what? Snapping quick. You know what I'm saying? Just think the tone of voice get different. Like the distance get different. Like the schedule start to change. Or some of them so damn good, the schedule don't change. She start to love you a little bit too much now. What's up with all this love bombing? You used to hug me that much. What's up with you? What you got going on? Something different. So he get jealous. The husband get jealous. Read.
And he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled.
She be defiled. She got ran through.
Or if the spirit of
that meat lovers done came through. Domino's Pizza Hut meat lovers done came through and hit her with the wham bam. Damn. Hard pill to swallow. Go ahead.
Or if the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled.
So stop. The first one is he's jealous and she be defiled. Pull up jealousy. So a spirit, jealousy is a spirit. The spirit of jealousy can come upon a man. Read that. Pull up jealousy for the people. All right.
Jealousy. A jealous disposition.
I want y'all to get the Google definition of jealousy if y'all can. I sent it to y'all. Get the Google definition of jealousy. You know, everybody Google, 1,000 times a day. Some Google masters out there. You know you're a Google master. I sent y'all a screenshot of it. Should be. All right, go and pull that thing up one time. Jealousy. Read. The spirit of jealousy come upon him. 14.
This. And the
read 14 and pull it up.
Verse 14. And the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife.
He's jealous of his wife. Pull it up, y'all, so the people can see.
And she be defiled.
She be defiled, meaning it went down. She did the do. It happened. And he's jealous behind something ain't right. Something ain't right with this woman. All right, let's read jealousy.
Jealousy. Feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages.
All right, we ain't talking about that point about their achievements, advantages. Scroll up. Let's see the rest of the similar words. Right there.
Envious.
So he's envious that something has happened. Something ain't right. I want to get to resentful. You see where it say resentful?
Yes.
Put the cursor on it, y'all. Over to the left. Jealousy, a similar word for jealousy, the husband become resentful. He become bitter. He become malicious, spiteful, right? So jealousy, the first one is similar word, envious, covetousness, desirous, all right? Selfish, but resentful and grudging is what I want right here. All right, let's go back. Numbers 5:14.
Numbers chapter 5, verse 14. And the spirit of jealousy come upon him.
Or envious, something ain't right. Bitterness, like he got a spirit of jealousy. Like somebody done had my wife, and I'm thinking, how brothers get to thinking, well, who she been talking to? Well, she ain't usually use them type of words. She talking like this now, whatever they said in Hebrew back then. They were speaking Hebrew, the original pure tongue. Right? Go ahead.
and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled. Or the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled.
So one instance, he's jealous, and she really did something. One instance, he's jealous, and he really didn't. I mean, the wife really didn't do nothing. He just jealous. The spirit of jealousy jumped on him. You know, brother, sometimes they get a little jealous because they possessive over their wife. What the hell, you all right? Hell going on? Who looking at you at work? Somebody said something to you? All right? So she feeling herself. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Then shall a man bring his wife unto the priest.
But he tripping. Ain't nothing really happened. But in this instance, if it goes down or anything happen, he get jealous and he wants to question her loyalty. There was a law in place of him questioning her loyalty. Right? This is the law we finna read.
And he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon. For it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance.
We're going to see if something happened.
And a priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord. And a priest shall take holy water in the earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take put it into the water.
So go ahead. So this is the things that the priest has to do, right? I'm trying to get through it. I know I'm pressed for time. I got a lot I want to get to. Go ahead.
And a priest shall set the woman before the Lord, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands.
So uncover her head, so her head was covered. So now she got to uncover her head and do what?
Which is the jealousy offering, and the priest shall have in his hands, have in his hand the bitter water that causeth the curse.
So she got to drink this bitter water. That a jealousy offering. It wasn't no game with the sisters. It was serious. The Lord was for real with these sisters. We was for real with these sisters. Go ahead.
Verse 19. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causeth the curse.
So if you ain't do nothing, you're going to be free from this curse. You drink this water, it's bitter, it's designed to make your thigh, what's in between the woman's thighs, let's just be real. Her stuff, her vajayjay is going to rot, right? And her belly going to swell. All right, go ahead.
But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people. When the Lord doth make
go ahead, take your time.
Make thy thigh to rot.
When the Lord doth make thy thigh to rot,
and thy belly to swell, and this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels to make thy belly to swell.
So she got a choice to make. Well, if you did something, go ahead. She can say, I done something. And, you know, the judgment got to come after that. They finna stone her. But she can, you know, say, well, this is crazy about sisters. She knows she did it, but she going to lie and say, well, I ain't do nothing and drink the water anyway. The Lord say, look, she lying. Make her thigh rot. She going to be stank and the belly swell. Like the garbage truck dump, like the garbage, you know what I'm talking about, the dump truck, the juice at the back when all that water be start hitting into something and start getting hot and sweaty. It stank. The thigh rot. Go ahead.
And this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels, to make thy belly to swell and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, Amen.
Say it twice. I agree. Amen. Thy will be done. Sisters, man, I'm telling you. But anyway, that's the jealousy offer. That's the law of jealousy. If a brother get jealous, get Sirach 9:1. I'm not saying brothers should be jealous. I wanted to hit that history of the law of jealousy. Because we got to be real. Brothers get jealous, but sisters get jealous. You know, sisters got a spirit of jealousy that can jump on them. Usually more than men, it should be. Jealousy is an emotion that the Lord tell us, you know, we shouldn't have towards our wives. That put us in a weaker position as men. Hence why I went over Abimelech and Abraham. Abraham wasn't showing it. Abraham wasn't insecure about that. Right? Read Sirach 9:1.
Yes. The book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 1.
Come on.
Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom.
Sirach telling us, don't be jealous over the wife of your bosom. Don't be jealous over her. Don't show that. Don't worry about showing jealousy towards her. Don't let that emotion come out of you. Remember the class title, Emotions Kill. Don't let that jealousy emotion come out of you towards your wife. Don't even let her see you get jealous. It make us look weaker as men. Right? Come on.
Be not jealous over thy wife or over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
And don't teach her an evil lesson against you, because she's going to start looking at you in a way that's not good. You taught her an evil lesson against yourself. That's an emotion us men, we can't afford to express. Now, do we as men feel emotions? Yes, we do. I ain't saying just be so hard and strong, but the difference is we have to control and retain our emotions, filter them through the scriptures. All right, that it on it?
Yes.
Go to Proverbs 6 now. Proverbs 6, I want to say 32, 33, somewhere in there. Oh, yeah, we're going to hit you hard this daily bread. This might be a hard piece of bread to swallow this morning. Daily bread. We got to have it, though. We got to have it. We got to get better as men and women. Proverbs 6, start at 32.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 32.
Come on.
But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
So when it comes down to adultery, if you commit adultery, the Bible says right there, you lack understanding. And people think, well, adultery is only, penetration. Hold up. Let's think about that now. Adultery, only penetration. Like, well, he ain't stick it in. Oh, he ain't put it in you, but he kissed you. He touched you. He touched you. He rubbed it. He kissed you, touched you, and rubbed you down. But we ain't committed adultery. Get the hell out of here. That's adultery. That's adultery. You texting. You got pictures of sneaky links in your phone for the sisters. The brother got pictures of a JJ's in his phone. That's adultery. That's what it is. Matthew 5. In case they think I'm playing. Matthew 5. You know what I want? What Christ said. We got to quit BSing. We got to be real with ourselves. We all got to be real with ourselves. Now, if we have a thought of something, we got to cast that thought. One dude at camp say, this crazy Negro, he said, well, if I have a thought about it, I might as well do it. I said, hell no, you have a thought about it, you might as well cast it out. Like saying you have a thought about, you want to do something just crazy. You have a thought about doing some drugs, you going to do it? No, cast that thought out. Read it.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 28.
Come on.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her,
or a woman look on a man to lust after him,
have committed adultery with her already in his heart.
You already committed adultery with her in your heart already. We got to understand this thing starts with the mental. And when it happens, you got to cast it down. Now, if you go from that to touching, to kissing, to sexting, right? That's adultery. I'm not going to keep. Okay, let's think about it. Your wife, right? She ended up letting the man touch her, breastises, touch her, kiss on the neck and all this and all that. All those foreplay things. That's called foreplay. That's sexual. That's intimacy. That's an arousal. That's over with. Done. Divorce. Kick her to the curb. Drop off and don't even look back in the side view mirror. All right? Now, from there, finish up where we was at. Proverbs 6, 32 on down. Start at 33.
Yes. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 33. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away.
So that not going to be wiped away. Go ahead.
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
What is?
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Pull jealousy back up again. There you go. Pull it up. Jealousy, that emotion is the rage of a man. And usually it comes behind some type of adultery, some type of fornication. Right? Well, I must say adultery. Some type of thing you mess around with somebody else's woman. Like Alicia Keys' nasty ass. Yeah, we love the sister. Hope she repent. Yeah, I said it. Y'all favorite singer out there, sisters. Oh, no one. Right, what she said on that song? Make me feel the way you do, something like that. No, Alicia Keys is a good singer. But, Usher, homonging ass, sitting there rubbing on everybody's wife. Come on, folks in the world said he can't be doing that. I think even Lil Boosie said, come on, man, she another man's wife. He rubbing on everybody's wife. I think somebody said that my wife ought to knocked him out. One of them boxers said that. Anyway, read that. Pull it up. Pull it up real quick. Read that scripture. For jealousy is what?
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Stop. Jealousy is the rage of a man. Grudging, envious, bitter, spiteful. Circle spiteful. He ready to get back at you. He ready to do something to you. Go ahead, drop that. Y'all can drop it. Read.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom.
That lets you know that emotion of jealousy was invoked. He's got anger behind that. Because it says in verse 35, you can't pay him no money. You can't try to make that good. Go ahead.
Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts.
You can't give him no gift. He wants you. He wants your life. He want to do you some bodily harm. Because you done messed around and made a transgression. Right? The woman shouldn't have done it. But you shouldn't have been messing with that man's wife. All right, so from there, let's move on from there. Let's go to I wanted to pull a video, but we got to go ahead and drop that. Go to Ephesians. Let's start with chapter 4, verse 26. We're going to deal with anger right now. We're going to deal with anger. Some of us know we got anger problems. Matter of fact, let's get the video after this. Let's get the video of the one of the 3 basic emotions. I think it's an Edomite. He looked Samoan or something, but he breaking down emotions good. Y'all pull it up. Ephesians 4:26.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not.
So anger, right? Some folks may say, well, anger is an emotion. That is an emotion. But right behind that, he says, read it again.
Be ye angry and sin not.
It's one thing to have an emotion of anger, and then you let that emotion cause you to sin, right? It's one thing to have an emotion of, bitterness, and we cause that bitterness to let us sin. We can't react or give into the emotions we feel, because we all feel them. If you're a human being on this earth, you feel emotions. You get angry, you get sad, you be high and low. We got to find an even keel of how we roll, right? Some folks, they all the way turned up, or they all the way turned down. They high and low, right? We got to find an even keel and be balanced. We can't let emotions throw us off. We get mad, now we don't want to go to work. Who's going to pay these damn bills? You get mad, I don't want to go to work. I'm just, they made me mad today. Man, grow up. Go clock in. Deal with it. I'm sad. I'm down. Like somebody, they hurt my feelings. I understand they hurt your feelings. To hell with them. Go to work. Clock in. You still got to go to work and deal with them. Oh, I'm mad. I don't want to go to the Sabbath. There go another one. I'm mad. I don't want to go to the Sabbath. I can't. I'm upset. They said something to me, and it was just too hard. Like they told me I was doing something wrong. Me? Yes, you. Accept it. Take it. Quit being mad. Because we let emotions stop us from doing what God say do. All right? Play that video. We're going to pull up a little quick snippet. Lord's will, y'all can see it out there. Lord's will, y'all can see it. All right.
The 3 levels of emotional intelligence. Which stage are you in?
Emotional intelligence. Everybody say they grown, they got emotional intelligence. Go ahead, play it. Stage 1.
Emotional intelligence. Which stage are you in? Stage 1, wearing your heart on your sleeve. This is where you express all your emotions. You let people know when you're upset or angry or sad. You are looking for pity. Stage 2, zombie mode. You've been hurt before from stage 1, so you've decided to cut off your emotions. No one can hurt you because you're numb. Stage 3, feel the pain, keep on walking. Here you've opened up again. You are allowing yourself to feel emotions, but they do not influence your actions. You're not wearing your heart on your sleeve. Instead, you process the emotions and continue on with your life, feeling the pleasure, feeling the pain, not letting it affect your actions. Which level are you in? 1, 2, or 3?
You got to ask yourself that. We got to ask ourselves that. We got to be at 1, 2, or 3, right? Recognize the emotion. Look, man, I'm mad. I'm angry. Listen, I got to understand, hey, they did something to piss me off, but not let it cause me to sin. Now the brother make me mad. Now I'm thinking about I want to do him some bodily harm if I got that mad. Or he asks me something. He don't know I'm mad at him. He asks me something. I can do it, but I tell him, nah, I can't do it. Now I'm lying to the brother. Things like this, right? Or I can help the brother. He may need a ride, but I don't want to go pick him up. Something like that. Or maybe he got a car. He got to ride with me somewhere. We got to somehow be in the same vehicle together or in the same atmosphere. Now I got an evil eye towards him. Something like that. All right, let's go back. Ephesians, where we was at.
Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Be ye angry.
Go ahead.
And sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Going into don't lose your understanding, right? Read the next verse.
Verse 27. Neither give place to the devil.
Neither give place to the devil. Because sometimes we can be angry and then it'll cause us to sin. The devil will use that emotion of anger against us, cause us to break the laws of God, cause us to break the moral law, the civil law that we have to have amongst one another. Right? James 1:19. Anger will cause you to do some crazy things. You get angry, and anger eventually turns into bitterness. It's a root of bitterness stuck in you. Go ahead.
James chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear,
Swift to hear,
slow to speak,
slow to speak,
slow to wrath.
slow to wrath, slow to anger. This is a solution on it. Be slow to anger. Because think about it. When you get angry, you get mad. You ever been so mad you get a headache? That's because you got so mad that emotion of anger stirred up in you so much your head started hurting. You had a mental issue of emotion. It caused a physical bodily thing to transpire in you for the worse, not the better. You get so mad you get a headache. Who likes headaches? Let it go. I don't like headaches. I want to have a peace of mind, be free. You know, your head just always hurting, got a migraine because your ass always bitter. Let it go. Find some peace, some resolve. Go talk to the brother. Talk to the sister. Talk to your husband. Talk to your wife. You angry, you mad all the time. Now you got a migraine. I wonder why I'm mad. Because you just been thinking about all negative stuff the last 30 minutes. All right, so from there, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Well, somebody might say, well, the Bible say, well, you should be, oppression make a wise man mad. Exactly. We finna read it.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7.
Come on.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Oppression, what is oppression? Oppression is one race oppressing another race, right? We are in bondage, still captivity, still in America, Babylon, still shot down, killed, single-parent households. And we see their crafty counsel against the black family, against the Israelite family. We see it. That's oppression. Things are set up against us. Something called redlining. You can't get a loan for this house in this particular area because they only want a certain demographic, a certain race over there. They only want white folks in this neighborhood, so we ain't going to give you no loan for that house. We'll give you a loan for this house. That's oppression, right? Healthcare. We come into certain places, we can tell the doctors really don't care about us. Oppression. A form of oppression. Welfare. We want to give you some money. Don't get a job. Just stay in this part of town. You can get welfare. Section 8. We're going to put all the killers over here, all the drug dealers, all the sex offenders over here. You can get Section 8 in this area. We'll paint the walls, make it look pretty, but everybody over there just wicked as hell. Stay over there with your welfare. Oppression. That make a wise man mad, right? So, from there, so we get mad and do something about it, meaning we have a righteous reaction. So I say be angry, but don't sin. Don't get mad and go want to, vandalize somebody's business, go want to hurt another nation. We ain't saying bring harm to nobody. We preach against that. Don't go get mad and want to kill somebody. No, vengeance is the Lord's. We got to get angry and be righteous now. Now, okay, let's keep the commandments. Let's come together. Let's move as one organized nation in righteousness. You know what? We're not going to commit adultery. We're not going to steal from each other. We're going to really love our neighbor as ourselves. All right, get mad and do something righteous. I get this Ecclesiastes 7, verse 9. Ecclesiastes 7 and 9. Yep. Right down. Yep, couple verses down.
Yes. Verse 9. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools.
Anger resteth in the bosoms of fools. Give me that clip when old girl shot her baby daddy. Women get so mad. How you get so mad they black out? That's a bad emotion right there. You emotionally damaged. You get so mad you black out. Y'all know this story. Some of y'all might have seen this. The sister gets so mad, so angry. And I'm not saying her brother all the way righteous. I know I'm saying sisters a lot, but hell, sisters wicked as hell. They need some help. If you a righteous woman, you ain't offended by this. This the daily bread for the day. You know what? I'm going to let the anger go. I'm going to go to work. They ain't going to say nothing. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to work. Whatever they say, I ain't going to get mad at them. This the daily bread for today. This is for our spirit, Right? So a righteous sister ain't gonna get mad at this. A righteous brother, when we talk about insecurities, he gonna say, you know what? I was insecure. If my wife cheat on me, the hell with her. The Lord will give me another one. Right? Play that video. So some of y'all may have seen this. Sister got so mad she shot her baby daddy. And it shouldn't be baby daddies, but y'all get the point.
This woman convicted of murdering her boyfriend today looked right at his mother in the courtroom, and his mother says justice has been served. Channel 2's Tom Jones is live in Clayton County. The woman got a 125-year sentence, Tom, for killing her boyfriend.
Now, Raheem Grant's mother is very happy with the long sentence the judge handed down here today. On that video where you see Raheem Grant murdered, you hear him warn Sierra Harp that she is going to go to prison for a long time after she kept shooting him. Well, his warnings came true.
And I throw myself at the mercy of the court.
30-year-old Sierra Harp asked the court for leniency during her sentencing hearing in the murder of her child's father, Raheem Grant.
I truly apologize, and I'm very sorry.
But that's not what she said when she recorded herself shooting Grant in his apartment in 2017. Grant told her she was going to jail for life.
I do not care if I go to jail for the rest of my life.
Grant's warning came true.
Count 10 voluntary manslaughter, be 20 years to serve.
Judge Robert Mack sentenced Harp to 125
Stop.
years.
I hope y'all heard that. It was on recording. She said, I don't care if I go to jail. She was crying when she said it, making it like, you know, some emotional distress. She shot her boyfriend, her baby daddy. And in other videos, he asked to hold the baby as he was shot, knowing he finna die. He said, let me hold my baby one more time before I go. She said no. What type of anger, what type of hatred she had in her to where it got to that point, to where she didn't let it go? Play on. Now, she said that, now she asking for mercy. But she got sentenced to 125 years, 30 years old. She's not that old. Go ahead.
Mother was happy with the long sentence.
Tom, it still seems like I'm still in a dream, and I can't wake up.
Harp initially told police Grant beat her and she shot him in self-defense.
Some brothers will see the sister, like Bishop always say, and think she cute, want to talk to her. She got anger issues. She don't know how to control her emotions. Don't know how to take no accountability.
Police uncovered the video on Grant's phone where he started recording and said Sierra stabbed him. You may recall Harp's mother spoke for the prosecution and gave her daughter a tongue lashing. An uncle testified the mother was part of Sierra's problem.
The relationship within the home was quite toxic.
Grant's mother says
so
that's
this dude
not
gonna
true.
come and say the relationship in the home was quite toxic. He's the uncle, meaning he's the brother of the mama. So the mama, her daughter is the one who going to jail. So the brother, he's the brother, right, of the mother. He gonna say, yeah, the relationship was quite toxic in the house. I don't know. Come on with it.
Sierra's mother did what other mothers with children who commit crimes refuse to do.
You need to come up and you need to turn them in and you need to stand for what's right.
All right, that's it on that. She got so angry. The point I want is you get so angry to where you black out and you say you don't care if you go to jail for the rest of your life. That's an emotion that's invoked Satan used to bring forth murder. That's an emotion Satan used to bring forth murder. Right? While we on that, we're going to go ahead and jump straight to it. Genesis 4 and 3. Yeah, Genesis 4 and verse 3.
The book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 3.
You know, if you got anger issues, this for you. If you just can't let nothing go, any little thing make you mad, this for you. Brothers get mad at their wife for something small. Now they just think about, oh, damn, I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Sisters get mad at their spouse for something small. And I just can't stand him. He just don't do what I want him to do. He ain't supposed to. He ain't supposed to. What the hell is this? I'm just mad. Oh, he ain't the man I thought he was. I want to be with somebody else. Now you angry, you mad, you want to kill him. You want to bring forth murder off an emotion the devil is using against you. Come on with it.
And Genesis chapter 4, verse 3. And in process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
All right, so we about to read about Cain and Abel. Come on.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock.
I hope the reader mic is good on volume, IT. Go ahead with it.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth.
Cain was what?
Very wroth.
He was pissed. But he had no choice to be pissed because Abel brought the right things to bring for the offering. Cain did not. Abel brought the first of his flock. Cain brought fruits and vegetables. The Lord didn't want that. He knew better. Come on.
And his countenance failed.
His what?
His countenance failed.
You seen it on his face. He was countenance failed. Y'all, like, what's wrong with you, Cain? Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth?
It's like some brothers say to their wife, what you mad for? Why you over looking crazy? Why you got making that face? Why you wroth? Go ahead.
And why is thy countenance fallen?
Why is thy countenance fallen? Go ahead.
If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? If thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Come on with it.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
Talking about Satan. I think that's it. Finish out 8.
Yes. And thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
He killed him. Anger brought the emotion of anger brings forth murder. You get so mad. Some folks don't think that, hey, I don't deal with anger. I don't deal with this. I don't deal with that. But yes, you do. You're emotional. And you gave place to the devil. Maybe because you say you don't get mad and raise your voice, but you stop talking when they come around. Or you avoid that person. You're mad. You have a spirit of anger on you. Read 1 John 3 and 8. This is spiritual. Some folks say, well, we have emotions. I heard one brother say, he doing better now. I heard one brother say, well, those are emotions. Galatians 5 say, joy, peace, love, happiness. Those are emotions. You got to have emotions. Yes, have emotions. Don't be ruled by the emotions of the flesh to cause you to sin. When you get mad at a brother and you stop coming around because they told you something you ain't like, you're emotional. That's an emotion for the devil. That's an emotion that Satan used against you. You separated yourself. Emotional damage is a real thing. Come on with it.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 8.
Because Cain slew Abel because he was wroth, mad at him. The sister, the woman, she killed her baby's father and said, I don't care if I have to go to jail for the rest of my life. She said it while she was crying. I don't care if I go to jail for the rest of my life. And her ass went to jail. Hey, ain't nothing worth getting that mad about, bro. I mean, hey, you might make me mad, but hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. I love you. I love you. You're dealing with your spouse like, dang, you know what? I love you, baby. I love you. Go ahead.
1 John chapter 3, verse 8. He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose the Son of God was manifest, that he might destroy the works of the devil.
Jump down, what I want? 10.
Verse 10. And this the children of God are manifest.
No. I'm tripping. I want, he that committeth murder. 1 John 3:15. That's what I want. 1 John 3:15.
Verse 15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer.
You hate your brother, you are what?
A murderer.
You have the emotion of hate, anger, that will turn into murder. Point blank, period. All right, so let's drop that. Let's drop that. You deal with anger. You got anger problems. You got anger issues. You always mad. Why you got a headache all the time? You think it's just, whatever, something else. Now your ass always angry. Let that bitterness go. All right, let me see. Let's go to from there. Proverbs 15:13. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 13.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 13. A merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance.
A merry heart, right? A happy mind, happy thought process. I'm going to say it again slow. A happy mind, happy thought process, maketh a what?
A cheerful countenance.
A cheerful countenance. I mean, you can see on a person's face that, hey, they like they doing good. They happy right now. You know what I mean? Vice versa, you can see when a person's sad or angry. The Lord made it like a fail-safe way. We can see the spirit on you. Might say, well, I ain't mad, I'm all right. Why your face always got why you always got the screw face? I just look like this. No, your ass just mad. You bitter, you angry. I just look like this. I can't stand when a sister say or brother say, oh, that's just my face. Okay, that's just your face. Read it.
But by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken.
But by sorrow of the heart, meaning sorrow of the mind, sadness of the thought process, sadness of how you are, your thinking pattern is. You sad, you down, you depressed, right? That is cause the spirit to be broken, meaning you're not as strong as you can be. Your spirit is broken because your thought process is broken. You in your emotions, you giving place to the devil. All right, Proverbs 27:17. 27:17.
Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17.
Come on.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
Right.
So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
So you sharpen the countenance of your friend. I mean, I can see something wrong with the brother. We go to talking. The countenance is your facial expression. The countenance is your facial expression, right? So we sharpen each other. We see something going on with each other. Hey, what's going on? Hey, do you think about it this way? We talk about, hey, bro, some folks get mad and say, why you always asking me how I'm doing? Because I care about you, bro. Everything all right? Would you rather us say, nothing to you, not ask how you doing? Then you'll be emotional about that. Don't nobody never ask me how I'm doing. Can't nobody make your ass happy. How about that? Anyway, read it again.
Iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend.
All right. So Sirach 37:17. And y'all pull up countenance. Pull up countenance. I Googled it just as well as y'all out there. Y'all know y'all be Googling everything. They get something, on the ingredients label. They gotta Google it. What the hell? What's that mean? They gotta Google everything. All praise to the Most High. Countenance. Let's pull it up.
Countenance, a person's face or facial expression.
Your facial expression. Similar words.
Face, features. I don't know.
That's
profile, expression, look, appearance, aspect, mane, mug.
Mug. Stop. All right, that's it. Your facial expression. You always got a mug on your face. Read that scripture.
The book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 17.
Come on.
The countenance is a sign of the changing of the heart.
The facial expression is a sign of the changing of the mind. So when a brother say, I can see it on your face, you mad. You got to say, you know what? I was a little angry because of this, and this. Give me that the root of bitterness spring up in you in Hebrews. You know what I'm talking about? The brother say, I can see, you mad, you angry. Like, what's up? Nah, I'm all right. I ain't mad. All right, bro. You looking like something wrong with you, something bothering you. And we always say, I'm all good, I'm all right. You got it?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and read that.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 14. Follow peace with all men and holiness.
Follow peace with all men. Read it, call it and read it where you at.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 14.
All right.
Follow peace with all men.
Follow peace with all men.
And holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you.
Lest any root of bitterness springing up, because that anger turned into bitterness. You got upset, you didn't let it go, you got mad, now you are bitter. Bitterness destroys the soul. Being bitter destroys us. Pull up bitter. I know I ain't got, the screenshot for bitter, but if y'all can, Google bitterness. But that's why I said in the beginning of 14, read it again at the top.
Follow peace with all men.
Hebrews 12, verse 14, say follow peace, meaning be peaceful. Let things go. Don't hold on to the anger. Don't hold on to the bitterness, because you're going to end up giving place to the devil. We end up giving place to the devil, and he exploits that emotion that we don't control, that we don't tame. Right? Read on.
Yes. Hebrews 12, 14. Follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
Without that, no man shall see the Lord. You got to have peace with all men and holiness. And the laws to go with that. Holiness, charity, how we deal with each other, how we interact with each other. The Lord put us here to interact and deal with each other. Because when we deal with each other, we bring out different things in one another. Okay, this person made me mad. This person made me angry. Or this person made me happy. You know, I like being around that person. You know, they got a good vibe. What they say, I like the vibe. I like the vibe. 90, I like the vibe. I like the vibe. Meanwhile, the vibe is always, you know, provoking your sin. The vibe is, oh, yeah, I think she a nice sister. Y'all both lusting after the woman. Or the vibe is, oh, yeah, he a nice brother. Y'all both lusting after the man. The vibe is, okay, provoking your sin. In that respect. Or the vibe could be good. You know, y'all both like hanging around each other because y'all both in the spirit. Y'all both like studying the scriptures. Lord's will, that's the case. Read that. I mean, bitter. We got to pull it up. Bitterness.
Bitter. Of people or their feelings or behavior. Angry, hurt, or resentful because of one's bad expressions or a sense of unjust treatment.
Right. Somebody felt like that was treated unjustly will cause bitterness. Read it again. It say anger, hurt, or resentful because of one's bad experience. One's bad experience or a sense of unjust treatment. So you have an experience with somebody, an interaction. You can take it down. An interaction. And I ain't like how the interaction went. They offended me. I got mad because of that. Or they corrected me. Meaning, hey, you did that this way, do it this way. Or, hey, why you didn't tell me, like, maybe a spousal thing, right? Why you didn't tell me that such and such and such and such happened? Oh, because of this, and that. Well, next time, handle that this way. And the wife get mad because you told her how to handle something. She get mad. Now she get angry. Now she get bitter. Over something small. Right? That's just one instance. I ain't talking about nobody in particular. I'm just throwing this out there. Nobody in particular, right? Or a brother tell you something and you know you didn't like what he told you. Meaning in the body, in the truth, right? In this body. And you like what he told you. He asked you to do something, but you know, you feel like he wasn't nice enough. Now you get upset, angry, bitter off of that experience or expression of what he told you. Is what I'm trying to say. You didn't like how he expressed that to you. Now you get angry. So we got to learn how to check that emotion. All right, so from there, go back to Sirach, where we was at, 37:17. Remember the class title. Emotions kill. Insecurity, anger, and bitterness. Emotions kill. All right, go ahead.
Sirach chapter 37, verse 17. The countenance is a sign of the changing of the heart.
Now pull up countenance. I think we already did countenance. I'm sorry. We already did countenance. All right. It's a sign of the changing of the heart, the changing of the mind. That's how the Lord reveals when a spirit on a person. We can see it on you. We can see it on you. Sirach 26:4 now. Now, how should our countenance be? How should our countenance be? Sirach 26:4.
Sirach chapter 26, verse 4. Whether a man be rich or poor.
Whether you got money or you broke. Come on.
If he have a good heart toward the Lord.
If you got a good mind toward the Lord.
He shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
That's what we want right there. That's what we want. Whether you rich or poor, if you got a good heart toward the Lord, right here it's talking about, you know, being rich or poor, you let that affect you. But rich or poor and somebody offends you, that shouldn't affect you. Rich or poor and somebody say something to you that's, you know, not pleasant, I mean, it shouldn't affect you. If we have a good heart toward the Lord, we're going to recognize, dang, you know what? I did get mad at that, but, you know, it's all good. Maybe the Lord trying to show me I deal with anger. Or maybe the Lord trying to show me I got a bitter spirit on me. And when they say something, it invokes something in me. Invokes something in me. It's a quote. I forgot who said it, but somebody said, well, you know, it's like a quote that say, I don't like that person. I must need to get to know them. A lot of times we don't like somebody. We don't even know them. Or they offend us. They put something out there to offend us, make us angry, and we feel offended, but they don't think they offended us. They all good, but we not all good. All right? But, read it again. 26:4.
Yes. Whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart toward the Lord.
You got to have a good mind toward the Lord, a good heart toward the Lord, trusting in the Lord. We really say we trust in the Lord, but we really got to take that on a day-to-day basis, a moment-to-moment basis, situation to situation. Come on.
He shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
Rejoice with a cheerful countenance. You can see ain't nothing bothering that brother. You ever met somebody who's like, damn, nothing fazed the brother. Like everything all good. Nothing fazed the sister. They always in a good spirit. All right, so from there, let's jump down to Kings. 1 Kings 21. Jezebel and Ahab. Ahab got in his feelings. Because sometimes, now I'm finna shift now, of the separation like we were talking about. Sometimes a brother get in his feelings or sister get in their feelings and they just stop talking. They get quiet. Normally they always talking. They always talking like me. If I go to getting quiet around you, it's probably something wrong. Maybe I'm mad. Maybe not at you, but it's something wrong. And I had to learn how to check that. If it is something wrong, I still should know how to be, cordial. Know how to be, social. Some brothers get mad. You be at like an expo or, you got an event going on. We at the hotel, brothers sitting around talking, and they get on one brother. They just start getting on him because he done something boneheaded or crazy or he wasn't moving right. So they start getting on him. Then, the brother start getting quiet. He don't talk much. He says, shalom, bro, shalom. Go to sitting down in his chair. He getting emotional. Don't do that. Captain Hananiah had brought that out one time. He was like, brothers go to getting quiet. They don't go to saying nothing no more. Bro, you just let it go. Keep it moving. Keep talking. Like, don't get emotional where you just bog down. That's emotional. That's some BS. That's sin. Quit doing that. Because now you contemplating on the wrong thoughts. And you giving place to the devil. Read that. We finna bring it out. 1 Kings 21. You got an Ahab spirit on you. Read that.
Start at 1.
21:1. Yes, sir.
Yes. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 21, verse 1. And it came to pass that after these things, that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard, which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria.
Meaning adjacent to, hard by me. Go ahead.
And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house.
So he wanted to buy that piece of land. Y'all pull up that commentary on that. Just go ahead and look at it at the bottom, 1 Kings commentary. All right, keep on reading. So Ahab wanted this piece of land. He wanted to buy it from this person. Go ahead.
And I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it.
And I'll give you a whole nother better vineyard than that one. Go ahead.
Or if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money.
Read.
And Naboth said to Ahab, the Lord forbid me that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. And Ahab came into his house heavy.
What verse you at?
Verse 4.
We have 1 Kings 21, verse 4. So he didn't want to do it. So he came and say, and Ahab, what'd he do?
Came into his house heavy and displeased, because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed and turned away his face and would eat no bread.
So he laid down, turned away his face. He got sad. He was displeased because he didn't get what he wanted. The guy wouldn't sell him his piece of land. Remember, this is the king now. He wanted to buy this piece of land. He wouldn't sell it to him. So Ahab got sad, laid down, rolled over, didn't want to deal with his wife. You hungry, baby? I don't want nothing to eat. I ain't hungry. What you mean? It's the best food in all of the palace. I know you're hungry. You've been working all day. I don't want nothing. Read on.
Verse 5. But Jezebel his wife came to him and said unto him, why is thy spirit so sad?
Why is your spirit so sad? You didn't get what you want, now you sad. Come on.
That thou eatest no bread.
Now you don't want to eat. What's wrong? This Jezebel coming to see what's up with him. And we know how Jezebel is. Jezebel. But go ahead.
And he said unto her, because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite, and said unto him, give me thy vineyard for money.
I'm sad because I spoke unto him and told him to sell me the vineyard. I'll pay you for it. What you want? I got money. Go ahead.
Or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard.
He said, nope, I won't give you my vineyard. I won't do it. I won't do it. Let's examine how Ahab responded for not getting what he wanted. Pull up that commentary. Y'all seen it. You seen it for yourself. You heard it for yourself. You heard it. You saw it. Some brothers do that. They don't get what they want. They go to pouting. My son do that. He's a baby. He's 2. He about to be 3. He go to pouting. Throwing a hissy fit. Certain sisters do that. They don't get what they want. They say, well, I ain't going to talk. I don't want nothing. Everything I do, I just do it wrong. Just do some the most. Well, I won't say nothing no more. I'll be quiet. I won't say nothing no more. Or they just don't say nothing at all. You go home, your wife done got the spirit. She just, shalom. Just no life in her. You all right? Yeah, I'm all good. I'm gone. I'm gonna just keep it moving. Then she don't say nothing all day. And then she realized, well, he ain't said nothing all day. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with you? Nothing. There's something wrong with your ass. I ain't gonna be dealing with that. Hey, read that though. 1 Kings 21. Ahab. So he came into the house heavy. I want y'all to scroll on down. All right, we're gonna wrap it up in a second. I ain't got too much more time. All right, so read that.
1 Kings 21:4. Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased. He was so vexed to be denied by a subject the thing he wanted.
So he was denied by a subject, somebody under him, the thing he wanted, the land.
That his vexation made him sick. Took away his stomach and made company disagreeable.
He didn't want nobody around him. He made company disagreeable. He didn't want no company.
To him. So that his grief and trouble appeared in his countenance.
You can see it on his face. It appeared in his countenance. Read.
Here we see first the irregular desire or discontent is a sin that is its own punishment.
Read.
And makes men torment themselves. It makes the spirit sad, the body sick, and all the enjoyment sour. It is the heaviness of the heart and the rottenness of the bones. Second, it is a sin that is its own parent. It arises not from the condition, but from the mind.
All this come from your mind. Your mind, you being sad, you being discontented.
As we find Paul content in a prison, so Ahab discontent in a palace.
Ain't the irony in that? You remember the Apostle Paul, he was in prison. That's it on that. They say, as we find Paul content in prison, so Ahab discontent in a palace. You can drop it. You can drop it. So brothers, you correct them. You say something to them. They get sad. They get down. They out the spirit. That's out the spirit. He's in his emotions right now. He's in his feelings right now. Emotionally damaged. Now I will say, I know one brother. He's an older gentleman. Was in the military. He know who he is. I say, man, don't nothing bother you. We get on to him. He just take it. He don't change his face or nothing. And then, he'll end up, talking, keep talking. He may make a joke about it later on. Let you know he take correction well. Some brothers take correction well. Some brothers, they take 2 weeks to get over that. They take 2 weeks to get over some shit. Some brothers take a day. Some brothers take 10 minutes. Some brothers take 2 minutes. They can, have the conversation. 2 minutes later, hey, man, I'll praise to the Most High. I'm going to go get some of this plate. You want something? And it's all good. I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to go get, you want something? And it's all good. Some brothers, they Ahabs with it. They want Ahab end up having the brother killed for the land. Read 1 Kings again. Jezebel, being Jezebel, end up killing the dude. 1 Kings 21:6.
1 Kings chapter 21 verse 6.
Come on.
And he said unto her, because I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite and said unto him.
Read it. We finna reread it again.
Give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard.
Read.
And Jezebel his wife said unto him, dost thou not govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread.
Say, get up, eat some food. Quit being sad, damn it. Go ahead.
And let thine heart be merry. I will give.
Let your heart be merry. Remember, a merry heart maketh a cheerful countenance. But a sad heart, the spirit is broken. His spirit was broken. He cried, laid on the bed, didn't want to eat. For how long? For God knows, I don't know how long. Go ahead.
I will give thee the vineyard on the Both the Israelites.
So this Jezebel, which her name was Jezebel, this Jezebel came up with a plan, a scheme. But she ended up getting the person killed and all this and all that. Jezebel wanted to slay and kill the prophets, right? All right. From there, from lowest will, y'all got something from there. Jude 1, we can't be sensual, separating ourselves, not having the Spirit. Trust me, I know, I'm telling you. I've been in the truth a few years now. When I say a few years, I mean, you know, a few, maybe 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. And you learn yourself. Okay, you grow up. You learn. Damn, I did do that. I was like that my first few years in this truth. And you learn, and that's how you can teach about it. Right? Yeah. I was out the Spirit. I was an emotional little boy. Now I got to grow up to be a godly man. You know what? I was an emotional little girl. I was with my husband just making small stuff big. You know what? I had to learn how to speak and communicate. I had to learn how to tell them, hey, I was mad because this, but you know what? It really wasn't that big of a deal. I'm glad I was able to talk about it to you, my Lord, for those sisters that say that, not just to the sisters, right? Oh, I gotta go talk to my Lord. But you talk to the man, you never call him Lord. Anyway, emotionally damaged, but yet they daughters of Sarah. Let me keep it moving. Where you at? Jude 1.
Yes. The book of Jude, verse
About
19.
5 more minutes. I know they ain't got long.
These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the Spirit.
So Ahab separated himself. He went to the bedroom, put the phone down. They didn't have phones back then. I'm just making, bringing it to 2024 standard. He went to the room, put the phone down, turned Telegram off, whatever communication y'all have, turned it off and went to sleep. He ain't want nothing to eat. He ain't coming up to the school. He just, hey, I'm all right. Meanwhile, he was corrected the other day. He had to have a talk that he didn't want to talk about that situation because it hit close to home. Maybe, you had to get corrected on your wife. Hey, maybe you had to get corrected on your child was out of order. Or maybe something happened and you did something wrong and now you feel like, hey, everybody getting on me. Why everybody getting on me? I be doing my best. But they getting on me. I ain't going. I ain't feeling well. I know why your ass ain't feeling well. You out the Spirit. And it caused your body not to feel well. You start to get in a headache because you angry. I got a migraine this morning. I ain't going to be able to make it. Because your ass mad all the time. And you ain't address it properly in the Spirit. Talk about it. Get past it. And be done with it. Emotions kill, man. I'm telling you. The Bible telling you. Read that. Read it again.
Jude, verse 19. These be they who separate themselves, sensual, having not the Spirit.
Having not the Spirit. Here y'all is both in the same house, husband and wife, but y'all are separate from each other. Having not the Spirit. Remember, the Bible say, be ye angry and sin not. Neither give place to the devil. The devil is in the room. Hot damn. Read 2 Ezra 14:14. 2 Ezra 14:14. And y'all pull up that clip with the sister about forgiveness. It's going to be the last short I play. The black sister, the Israelite sister, she on the talk show look like about forgiveness. 2 Ezra 14:14.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. Let go from the immortal thoughts.
Let go from the mortal thoughts, things of this world.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Let the burdens of man go. We got to let the burdens of man go.
Put off now the weak nature.
The sin. Put off now the sin. The emotions that cause us to give place to the devil. Put that off. Play the clip. Some of y'all may have seen this. Some of y'all may have not. Some of y'all may know the sister of the talk show, but here we go. A good point I thought she brought out.
Once again, are not emotionally intelligent. The way that I know that people are not, I see how people apologize. The most vulnerable act that you can do as a human is apologize. Because when you apologize, yes, that's one of the most vulnerable. Yes, because in that apology, whenever you are apologizing, right, this means this goes two ways. You are acknowledging that you have possibly stepped out of your integrity or your morality and offended somebody. That takes a great level of vulnerability. In those apologies, most times there are two emotions and feelings that show up: guilt and shame. To be able to acknowledge that I feel guilty or I feel ashamed. There's some sort of shame, and I have to sit in this, understand it, so that way as I process it, I can apologize to you and actually admit that I have offended you and give you some type of plan of action to create some type of resolve.
Right.
People will scream, oh, I have a high EI, I have a high EQ. Do you apologize?
Damn, she said it, didn't she? A black woman said it. And it's a hard thing for black women to listen to other black women. Like, yeah, I know she right, but I ain't gonna do it. Do you apologize? Sister, have you apologized to your husband? Have you actually said, I'm sorry? Well, no, he ain't said I'm sorry to me. There you go. Ask out the spirit again. Out the spirit again. See, one response evokes another response. Like one action causes an equal and opposite reaction. I learned that in school. Right? I forgot the thing what it's called, but maybe you done something to him to make him upset. Or you saying, well, he made me mad. Well, maybe you done something to make him mad. It's all about making that amends between husband and wife, my brothers, and between sisters, the women. Read Matthew 5:23 and 24. We're finna wrap it up.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 23.
Come on with it.
Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother have aught against thee.
So you bring your gift to the altar, meaning you come to the Lord to make a sacrifice, but you remember, what it say? You remember that thy brother hath aught against thee, a problem. Y'all got an issue. Read.
Leave there thy gift before the altar.
It's so important to the Lord that you be right with your brother. You be right with that other person. You be right with your spouse. It's so important to the Lord. He said, hey, leave this right now. Leave the offering that you're trying to give to me. Go fix that. Go talk that out. Go have emotionally intelligent conversations. Have the hard convo. Get real, too. Be respectful. Because some folks say, well, I told him the truth. He ain't want to accept it. But were you respectful with it or disrespectful? Were you malicious with it? Were you a bitter black sister, angry Israelite sister with it? Were you an angry Israelite brother with it? Read.
Leave there thy gift before the altar, and go thy way. First be reconciled to thy brother.
In sincerity, in humility, in realness. Read.
And then come and offer thy gift.
Go fix that first, then come offer your gift. Remember, no murderer shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. If we hold on to anger, bitterness, wrath, brothers got insecurities, brothers being Ahabs, brothers getting their feelings and crouching down in their chair, it ain't gonna work. All right, so Lord's will, we got something from that class. We all got something from that class. Daily bread, we need this on the daily. All right, so let's take it in, Israel. Make sure you get through this day being mindful of the emotions that we feel and filtering them through the Bible. All right, so with that, we say shalom. Most High Christ bless.
In the streets, guess what? No justice for us. Then we reach to the same hands for help, the ones that handed out the cards that we were dealt. All cause we rebelled. All cause we rebelled.
I'm fully focused, they really notice we at our lowest. The time's approaching, I see the locusts destroy opponents. I know it, they say they love us, but